allowance the BJP had promised for women before the assembly election. After the budget presentation, a general discussion will take place on March 26 to analyze financial allocations and policy initiatives. The assembly will deliberate and vote on the proposed budget on March 27th. Let's go to the big wall and give you an understanding on what it is that we can perhaps expect as far as the budget is concerned. Remember, there are murmurs that it's going to be called the Viksit Delhi plan. And let's present it to our viewers. The key expectations from the Delhi budget 2025, financial support for women. As I was telling you, the Mahila Samriddhi Yojana could be a major component, offering 2,500 to each woman in Delhi along with free LPG connection. So key expectation number one right there. Number two, of course, pollution control and air quality. The budget is expected to include measures to combat pollution, such as the introduction of cleaner technologies, expansion of green spaces, and push for sustainable public transport options. So number two right over there, and very key to us, because remember, November, December, lots of air pollution. Number three, Yamuna River cleaning. A key promise that was outlined. The upcoming budget is likely to include an allocation of funds for this critical environmental project. Remember, of course, the initiative has kick-started already, cleaning Yamuna. That process is already started. Number four right here, public sectors and DTC reforms. The budget will also focus on improving the Delhi Transport Corporation and overall public transport infrastructure. Remember, a lot of people in the national capital take transportation like buses more than often. Education and healthcare expectations and expansion. The government is expected to announce measures to improve the quality of education in schools, as well as provide greater access to healthcare facilities. So number four right over there, again very, very crucial, both health and education. Job creation and support for the poor. Number five, key expectation. The BJP government is expected to unveil plans to create job opportunities for the youth of Delhi. So again, the BJP has had it clearly outlined that women and youth are people who they are very much invested in and want to do better for. So again, those are the key expectations that we are looking at, whether that's job creation for the youth, whether that's education, whether that's transportation. Of course, Yamuna we've spoken about a lot, and that's of course also there on the cards. Arzu on the telecast with me. Arzu, of course, we've outlined some of the key expectations, but what more can you tell us?
Well, yes, Sabri, weeks after a new government was formed in the national capital, Rekha Gupta is set to table its first budget, and today marked the very important day for the people of Delhi, and this marked the first time in over 27 years that the Bharatiya Janata Party government is presenting the Delhi budget. And also, according to the sources of what was going to be there in the budget for the next financial year is estimated to be around 80,000 crores. And not only this, but yes, there will be a lot of things, the promises that the Bharatiya Janata Party has made, they need to fulfill it, and for that there will be an allocation. And if we talk about Delhi government officials, have hinted that the budget will focus on the infrastructural development, and one of the main key promise that the Bharatiya Janata Party has made is the cleaning of the Yamuna River. So yes, the allocation for the cleaning of the Yamuna River, and also the major issue that the people face in the national capital is the pollution. So the pollution related measures, what needs to be done, smog guns and all those equipments that are needed to control the pollution, the focus will be on that. And also women's economic empowerment, job creations among others. And also the major challenge for the BJP government is to ensure of the delivery of the freebies given by the previous government and allocate around more than 5,000 crores for the Mahila Samman Yojana. So yes, there has been a target, there has been an attack on the Bharatiya Janata Party over the Samman Nidhi Yojana, Mahila Samman Nidhi Yojana that they announced, but till now there has been no process that have been begun. So yes, there has been an opposition targeting the BJP of lying, and beside that also a newly formed Delhi government will have to make budgetary provision for the other poll promises, such as free and subsidized cylinders for poor families. The Delhi, CM has maintained that a diverse group of people, including the educators, traders, farmers, and lawmakers, had been consulted over the Viksit Delhi budget 2025. So there has been a consultations, ideas, what needs to be done, what needs to be added in the budget. That ideas has also been taken. So this remains to be seen what all will be there for the people of Delhi in this budget 2025. But yes, the ceremony begins yesterday only with the kheer, the kheer ceremony, and today the budget will be presented in the Delhi Assembly. Yes, Savi.
For joining us and sharing all those details. Meanwhile, joining us at this point of time is Mr. Himanshu Bhatt, senior journalist. So thank you so much for taking our time and speaking to us on NewsX. Now, let's just talk about Delhi, because the Aam Aadmi Party was put in power twice. And for a lot of Delhiites, it was sort of like an expectations leads to disappointment. Sort of a scenario that was built. So, of course, the BJP has big shoes to fill in that regard. What should be the BJP's key priorities for Delhi?
Sorry, if we can talk about, people's expectation from BJP. See, what has happened is from last 2-3 terms, Aam Aadmi Party has promised so much but delivered absolutely nothing. Very little, what we can say. So, the BJP will have to chalk out, their priority sectors. Number one, as you said, Yamuna cleaning, that is a must, which will take place. Second thing, while empowering the poorer sections of the society, they will have to go along with the central scheme of Saur Urja. Because Kejriwal has been giving, units and units, 200 units free of electricity, this, that and all. Against that, if they can come up with a formula and a plan for a solar energy on the rooftops, that will do a lot of good. Another thing, we are talking in terms of, Mahila Samman Nidhi. Now here, what comes into play is Delhi was a state, an opposition ruled state, and it was not implementing, Pradhan Mantri's Bima Yojanas, health cards scheme, 5 lakh rupees of insurance for the health. That was not done. Now that also could come. But with this budget, linked with the central programs and the state one, if they can combine these two, make a mix of it for a middle and a lower class, because basic infrastructure, if you look at Delhi, what's happening is the roads are not proper, that is not proper. And so, you will need all this money to lay up a basic infrastructure also. So from all that, when you are talking of 80,000 crore rupee budget, from where all this money will come?
Right.
The money has to come, Ashavani, from the self-generation. And that's where, a project like solar energy, a rooftop project, can do wonders for a city like that. That's what I look at.
Right, so absolutely. With that, I'd like to thank you for joining us on the broadcast, sharing your perspectives with our viewers. We're going to do with that and shift our focus to